Right, hello everybody. Web Knight here again, and this one is unusual because this is an update video for alternative running. Yeah, that one old mod that I thought I finished with it, right? But a lot of people posted a lot of comments, and I'm really appreciative for that, right? And some of them even took the code and rewrote it or optimized it in certain ways. I'm really glad. Thanks to John B, right, and Easy Arma, they gave me ideas, right? I didn't copy the code from them, but they were like the main force behind this update, so thank them later. What this update adds? First and foremost, it adds new versions of all of the animations. Previous ones were a little bit janky, right? So I tried to reanimate all of them to make them more believable, as I can say so. For example, here we have a regular alternative running animation. It's much smoother now, right? The character moves much faster and in a more natural way, if I can say so. This is the view from the first person. Then we have a pistol animation that also has been changed to that one. And the launcher animation remains the same, right? Now to the biggest part of the update. So first and foremost, you are now able to set up different animations for different weapon types. There's only 3 of them, and it's a little bit hard to work with weapons in Arma. What I mean by that is that whenever I try to identify certain weapons to be a machine gun or a sniper rifle, or if that's a regular rifle, right, like an M4 or AK. So I added this. If you will like, there is a little description that will give you a hint of what I mean by automatic rifles, machine guns, and bolt action rifles. So for example, the bolt action rifles are not necessary only bolt action. Those are all of the weapons in Arma that has less than 10 rounds in a mag. Usually all of the weapons from World War II, like shotguns, etc., they have less than 10 rounds. Therefore, it will be playing the animation. I called it World War II style, right? You'll see them later on in a little bit. There's also for machine guns. Those are not specifically machine guns, but the weapons that has more than 40 rounds in a mag, right? And if you don't like any of those animations, you can change it up. For example, for automatic rifles, I want to change it to World War II style. And now whenever I use double shift, as you can see, I run like that. That's what I call World War II style. Then we can go, I can switch to fast run, side to side. That's like an animation whenever you run for your life, evading gunfire or something like that. At least that was the idea behind this animation. Someone might like it, someone might not. Therefore, there is options for you to change. All of the options are local, so you can change it depending on your preferences, right? But if you are a server owner, you can just like click here, right, and force those settings to every single client. Now, another biggest update is the keybinds. So before, if you remember, there was like a setting that you could like disable here, right? And there was also a CBA custom keybind. Right now, there is no such thing like that. Thanks to the latest Arma update, I am now able to add keybinds inside of a game. So if you're gonna click here and scroll all the way down, you will see mods, and there will be alternative running. And that says like double tap shift, right? That actually caught me by surprise because I never thought that Bohemia will add it. But since they added it, they also added support for double actions on the keybind. So I can set so my alternative running will be activated on double shift, double Z, double X, double C, V, etc, 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 right? And you can change that keybind if you do not like double shift, right, to anything you want. You can add like a lot of keybinds that you want in here, but by default it will be double shift. So now you are not able now it is not necessary to go in the add-on settings, disable double shift here, right? Then like set it up in CBA. It's all in one keybind, and here you have only settings for the animations. And last thing, right? It's a minor thing, but I really wanted to do it since the beginning. As you remember, I have like shallow water animations. I'm sorry for lags. It's caused by my dying fucking CD drive. By my external drive. So you have this animation. Previously, if you will go too deep in the water, it will disable your animation. Same if you will go out from the water, right? So it was a little bit frustrating. Whenever you go out from the water, you stop, then you need to double tap shift again to continue running. Now this is not the case. If you are using one of the alternative running animations and you go into the water, it automatically switches you to shallow water animation, and vice versa. If you're gonna go out from the water, it immediately switches you back. You could always stop it, right? Like, even if you are in the water, right? Or whenever you're out in the water, you can now stop the animation by pressing A, S, D, Z, X, and Shift, alright? And if you want to go prone immediately, you can do that now, right? It will immediately play this animation. If you want to go crouch, you can go into the crouch state like that. Yeah, so same goes for obviously the pistol, right? Whenever you run, you press X, you crouch. Whenever you press Z, you go prone immediately, right? And the launcher, obviously. So yeah, that's it for the update. I hope you like it, because it took me a while to update that mod, but I hope that mod will be a final one before the release of Alternative Movement, my next big project that will change Arma animations in some way. If you are a part of my Discord, then you probably saw it. And yeah, I hope you will like it. I'll see you all next time.